Do is I spray paint the cup. This cup was already red, but I just wanted to spray paint it again. And then after that, I use this. This is the glue that I use to attach the glitter. I don't use any Mod Podge or anything else. I use this. And then I use the extra fine glitter. This came from Michael's, but they sell extra fine at Walmart and everything. Excuse me. And then you just sprinkle it on the cup, and that will be your end result. It's already pretty, you know, attached on there. This is not from me doing it right now, so let me just move that off so you can see. So, you can see that it's on there pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to epoxy the cup by hand. I'm going to leave it on the turner while I do it and let it spin, and then I also have a silicone brush, and I'm going to see how that So here's my resin all prepped. It is yellow, but it's not going to affect it. This is what I'm using for now because it's the end of it. I have an old bottle because I used to pour a lot of cabochons. And I'm going to mix this batch, and then I'll mix this batch. The reason I don't make a lot is because wasting resin is like wasting money, and that's a no-no. So I'd love to make it in small batches, and then I will show you how I apply it to the tumbler. Alright, so here's my tumbler. I got my first batch of resin ready. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my hand in the cup like this. And I'm going to apply it with my fingers just because I feel like that's a better application and you don't have to waste a brush or anything like that. So, and it doesn't really matter how it looks when you're doing it because ultimately it's going to smooth out and all the bubbles will leave no matter what. So, I figure I might as well just pour it on here. So like I said, this is my first batch that I'm using here. And then you just rub it on like a lotion, like your body. So this is the first application with half of it. So I'm going to go ahead and mix the other batch now. I just want to get this really smooth first. So now I'm ready to do my second application. And here's the silicone brush that I was talking about before. I got this brush from the Dollar Tree in the makeup section. So we're going to see if that helps the application anymore, or makes it any easier. Yeah, it definitely does. I'd recommend getting one of these brushes, or getting a couple really. You only need one because once the epoxy dries, it's gonna release from the brush anyway, so I would just get more than one because I like to stock up on stuff, and I'm a hoarder sometimes when it comes to craft supplies, so yeah. So as you can see, it's a smooth application, and then I'm going to put it on my turner overnight. And I'm not going to worry about any of the extra resin because once it cures, you can actually sand it with some fine sandpaper and get all the rough edges out. And don't worry about if it's fogging or looking weird or anything. That's just how it cures. So you just want to make sure that you cover it everywhere. Just what I'm doing, just making sure that it's covered on the entire cup. I like this a lot better than using my hands. So now the entire cup, oh, there's a hole.